Hello, hello, and welcome back to our Morning Connect. My name is Rachel, and I will be your guide. This morning's sequence is going to focus primarily on twists. You may want to have a block or two near the front of your mat, and you might choose to have a blanket or something to elevate your hips if that feels good in your body. So just getting started, finding a nice, comfortable seated posture. Again, the hips might be on the earth. They might be elevated on a block or a blanket. Go ahead and loop your shoulders up and down and around. Grow tall through the spine. Soften the shoulders away from the ears. And allow your eyes to either soften or close. Take a moment to arrive. Feel the support of the earth beneath you. Feel the body completely supported and safe. And as we connect with our breath, connecting with our intention for the day, I am creative. I am creative. As we flow through our practice this morning, just noticing where that thought applies, where you can invite it into your practice. Instead of finding rigid poses, find that sense of space and creativity. So yogi's choice here, you might choose to keep the eyes closed, or you can go ahead and open them if you'd like. Fingertips release down to the earth at our sides. And as we breathe in, palms flip up, reach the arms out to the side and overhead, slow and controlled. As you exhale, press that energy back down towards the earth. And two more times just like that. Inhaling to lift and lengthen, feeling the space in the side body. Exhaling, pressing the air back down towards the earth. One more time before adding on. Inhaling to rise, lift, lengthen. Exhale, fingertips come all the way back down. And this time we'll add a twist. Inhale, rise, lengthen, stretch. Belly button in, twist open to your right. Right hand behind you, left hand across that right knee. Breathe length into your spine and exhale, soften the shoulders away from the ears. We're spiraling from the ground up to the sky, so the gaze is the last thing to turn. You might look over that right shoulder if it feels good in your body. With the belly button in, core gently engaged, inhale to come back to center, reach tall, and twist open to your left this time. Left hand behind you, right hand across that left knee. And just breathe. Exploring gently the edge of your twist. Each inhale inviting a little more length into your spine. And each exhale noticing if you might be able to soften a little more deeply into the twist. Inhaling as we sweep the arms back up overhead. Palms face one another, shoulders melt down the back, and then lead with the heart hinge forward, pressing back through the seat. Fingertips release down to the earth, spine is nice and long. You are welcome to stay right here, or you can melt the hands down, reaching out through the crown of the head. Neck is long, continuing to root down through the seat as we lengthen through the spine. As you breathe in, walk the hands all the way back in. And we'll take the right foot out at an angle, keeping the left foot inside the thigh. Again, your hips might be elevated here. They might be on the earth, your choice. We'll turn the torso towards that right thigh and inhale, arms sweep up and overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, breathe length into your spine, and exhale, soften. Breathing deeply here, release the hands on either side of that front foot. Draw the belly button in and inhale to come all the way back up to seated. Turning the torso now towards that left knee, sitting up nice and tall. Left hand to left hip, right hand inside the right leg. Grow tall through the spine as you side bend open over your right leg, maybe catching the inside of the foot or just resting wherever you land. So we're not collapsing through the right side body. It's a lift and opening. You can stay right here, or you can open that left arm up and overhead, gently stretching here. Open and release. With control, release that left hand back around to the left hip. Gently draw the right arm back in as we turn the torso forward and inhale to reach for the sky. Exhale, hands come down, gently shift the weight forward, a nice gentle forward fold. Inhale, come all the way back up. And this time draw your right ankle inside that left foot. So it's right in the little indentation right here inside your foot. Sitting up nice and tall, right hand comes to the outside of the left knee as the left hand comes behind us. Lengthen through your spine, soften the shoulders, and then turn, twisting open to our left. Breathing deeply here. And gently releasing back to center. This time extending that left leg out nice and long, right foot inside that left thigh. Lengthening through the spine, turning the belly towards the left foot. Inhale, sweep the arms up and overhead, and then exhale, soften and fold forward. If the hands don't reach the foot, that's okay. You could use a belt, or you could just allow the hands to rest wherever they land. Each breath in, we find more space in our spine. And each breath out, we soften and relax just a bit more. Walking the hands gently back in, sitting up nice and tall. Turning the belly now towards that right knee. Right hand to right hip, left hand inside left leg. Lift up out of the hips and then side bend open over that left leg. You can stay right here, or you can zipper that right arm up and overhead, finding a comfortable gaze. Lengthening through both sides of the torso. Stretching and opening, breathing deeply. Release that right arm back up and overhead, hand to the hip. Slide your way all the way back up, turning the torso back to center. Inhaling to reach up for the sky. Lowering the hands all the way down, gently hinging forward. Pressing back through the seat as we lengthen through the spine, find space between the collarbones. Inhale, come all the way back up, and this time settle that left ankle into the crease of the right foot here. Lengthening again through the spine. Left hand to outside of right knee, right hand behind us, twisting gently open to the right. Deep breaths here. And gently making our way back to center, we'll find our way into a tabletop posture. So coming onto the knees, walking the hands forward, setting any props we have off to the side. And again, you may want to have a couple blocks near the front of your mat. Palms press into the earth right under the shoulders. Hips are right over the knees. Find a couple rounds of cat-cow here, exhaling to round the spine, chin to chest. And inhaling as the belly drops, tailbone lifts. One more just like that. And releasing. Finding our way back to a nice neutral posture, breathing here, tucking the toes. And we'll find our way into downward facing dog, spreading and pressing through the fingertips. Knees can be as bent as they need to. Hips press back and up to the sky. You can pedal out through your feet if you'd like. You could sway the hips side to side. And then as you're ready, lift that right leg to the sky for three-legged dog. With the core engaged, gently invite that right foot to the earth between the hands. Press back through that back heel. Collarbones wide. Now yogi's choice here. You could keep your fingertips grounded. Rest them on blocks. Or bring the hands to the hips as we settle into our lunge. Press back through that back heel. Soften through the hips. If you need a little more stability, heel toe that right foot out to the right one step. And then option here to release the arms up and overhead. Find a prayer. Exhale as you guide it into heart center. And then twist open, hugging that left elbow across the right thigh. Continuing to press back through the left heel, softening down through the hips, and breathing into our twist here. Pressing into the feet to rise, reaching back up to the sky. Deep breaths in and out. Catch the wrists or the elbows behind you as you step the back foot in slightly. Toes point out to the sides. Hips face the front edge of your mat. And as we shift the hips back, lead with the heart, flow forward. A nice pyramid pose here, stretching the back of that right thigh. I do recommend having a block near your right foot here. We'll come into a revolved triangle pose next. So invite your right hand to your right hip, left hand to the outside of your right thigh, and gently soften the right knee as you begin to twist open to the right. I like to have my hand on a block on either the inside or the outside of my right foot. Continuing gently into the twist. Your right hand can stay on the hip, or you can sweep it out to the side and overhead. Neck stays long, jaw stays relaxed. Being mindful here not to overdo it. And then as you're ready, slow and controlled, right hand comes back down to the hip. Turn the belly back down towards the earth, hands to the hips. Press all the way back up to standing. Deep breath here, inhale, rise, arms sweep out to the side and overhead. And then come into standing splits, bending that right leg, coming forward, hands to the earth or a block as you lift that back leg. Folding forward over your right knee. Deep breaths here, lifting that back leg as much or as little as you'd like. Releasing that left foot back down to the earth, setting our blocks off to the side, and finding our way back into downward facing dog. Deep breaths in and out. Left heel lifts up to the sky. And with control, draw that left foot to the earth between the hands, pressing back through that right heel. Hands to the hips, sink down, stay here, or reach up tall. You might find prayer if that feels good, collarbones wide. And again, perhaps twisting open right elbow across that left thigh, continuing to press back through that right heel, really settling into this space. Deep breaths in and out. Inhaling with control, we rise back through center, reach tall, clasping those elbows or wrists behind us, maybe even finding reverse prayer. Soften that back knee as you step forward, right toes turn out slightly, hips face forward. And again, find that pyramid pose. Nice long spine, shoulders relax away from the ears. And from here, settling into whatever version of our revolved triangle works for us today. So inviting the hands to the hips, taking the right hand to the outside of that left thigh as we twist open, opening through that left shoulder. You can stay right here, or you can invite the right hand to a block, opening into whatever version of this revolved triangle feels best in your body today. Deeply breathing in and out. Slow and controlled. Left hand comes back down to that left hip. Turn the belly forward as we press the earth away. Inhaling to rise, reaching up nice and tall. And then coming onto the toes of that back foot, bending the front knee forward into standing splits, lifting that back leg. Deep breaths as we soften forward over the right leg. Slow and controlled, draw the right foot to the earth beside the left foot. Find space here in your forward fold. Inhale, hands glide up the shins, supported spine. Exhale, forward fold, soften through the knees, press against the earth to rise. Come up nice and tall, back bend if you'd like. Hands come down to heart center. Inviting the eyes to soften or close, connecting with the support of the earth beneath us, and inviting ourselves to explore our creativity as we head into the rest of our day. The light that is within me honors and recognizes the light in each of you. Namaste.